Hello and welcome to the Bottom Up Skills Podcast. I'm Mike Parsons, I'm the CEO of Qualitons, and here we are again. It's Lean Startup, and we are going to discuss measuring product fit. And boy, is this one going to be good, because when I first discovered these 3 levels of product fit, it made so much sense. Similar to when I discovered rapid prototyping and how helpful that is in the journey of building a product. This measuring fit thinking and this 3-step framework I'm going to take you through is fantastic. So there's 3 types that I'm going to take you through. I'm going to discuss how you actually achieve that fit. And I really want to place it in perspective so that you feel that you know where you are with your product or service and how you might build out through these 3 stages. And this is going to give you the chance to know where you are on this journey as a designer, creator, or entrepreneur. Okay, step number 1, there's 3 stages of fit. The first stage of fit is what we call problem-solution fit. Now, this is largely making sure that the problem that you might have in your business idea, product idea, you actually just want to make sure that the problem that you perceive actually exists for users. Now, the reason why this is so important is we so often guess that a problem exists. And it's a very famous adage that so many products are solutions looking for problems. And what I'm encouraging you to do here, when you think about problem-solution fit, is to go out and make sure that problem-solution fit is actually there before you do anything else. Now, obviously, the previous episode, we talked about MVPs and how you can test your ideas. What you would want to do to bring the 2 episodes together, if you're looking to create problem-solution fit, very early stage, does the problem exist? You want to go out there and you want to recruit potential customers or users, and you want to determine through a survey or through an interview, or even if you're just doing a diagnostic, discover how their world exists around a given problem. So this is largely, if we think about areas of expertise, this is going to lean heavily on user experience and design thinking, because you're going to have empathy for the user. And what you will do is you'll use a tool called a value proposition canvas. This is a very good way to map what the problems and solutions might be. And this breaks down into a number of different areas. And if you want to know more about that, you can head over to bottomup.io, where you can get all our free masterclasses on design thinking, on lean, on agile, because we break this down a lot more than we're doing just on the podcast. So back to value proposition canvas. This will have the user's pains and gains matched to how you relieve them and how you create gains. And so I think a way to think about your approach here with these recruited users is it's all about discovery. You just want to be, 1, curious cat. Does this problem really exist? And B, honestly, be tough on yourself, because the worst thing to do would be to go out into the world and build a product that was built on a problem that actually didn't exist. Or maybe the problem exists, but the solution was a guess, and you didn't actually validate, is this the right solution? And so I think a great way to think about the journey of stage 1, problem-solution fit, is it's a search for desirability. Is the solution idea that I have, the thing that's going to solve things, is it really desirable? Like when people hear the idea, they're like, ooh, that sounds good. It's like Uber, taxis, but better, faster, cheaper, safer. Oh, yeah, well, that sounds pretty great. And you could just riff on this for ages, but you really want to make sure that you've actually uncovered a really strong problem and a really strong possibility on how you might solve it. So let's assume you've got your problem solution fit. You can move to stage 2. This is called product market fit. Now, at this point in time, we're starting to adopt some pretty serious lean thinking, some pretty serious product management. And what you're really looking to do here is to use a couple of tools. You might have a prototype. You might even be at MVP. You might have a little bit of code now. You might have a landing page, something up and working. And at this point, you want to use that stimulus to validate product market fit. And the thing that captures that thinking is going to be what we call a lean business canvas. And this goes beyond just the problem and the solution. It's going to look at everything, including your customers and your segments and value props, unfair advantages, but it's also, and this is why it's getting more on the business side, it's also going to have, revenues and costs associated with doing this idea. Now, when we talk about with whom are we testing in product market fit, we're actually going out to early adopters. So we go out to them, and what we want to do is have them successfully complete a task, because that's when we know that we actually have product market fit. We had an idea of the problem and solution, then we put it into action, and early adopters did it. They were happy, they were satisfied, and you know what? They were prepared to share, to advocate, and to create what we call the viral coefficient, which is where for every user you attract, they bring in another customer. So I think this is a slightly different mentality. Obviously you're still going to be curious here, but you want to have a real strong bent for validation. Do we really have something? You really want to make sure that this is a viable and feasible product. The idea was desirable. We saw that in problem solution fit. But now, can we still deliver on that promise but also be viable, right? Make some money. And 2, is it technically feasible? Really important questions. All right. I know we're covering a lot of ground. You're like, whoa, Mike, this is a lot. Stick with me. We've only got one more stage to go, and that's called distribution conversion fit. This assumes that you've done the first 2 levels of fit. Okay, so we're all good there. Now, previously we really convinced early adopters. Now it's all about working with your large-scale mass audience. And you are using your paid, your earned and owned media to grow like crazy. Growth is the key here. It's the key mentality, and you want to achieve growth through seeing traction for your product and profitability for your product. So you want people to really love it and be bringing new people in. But if you have to pay to acquire your users, you need to make sure that you can cost effectively acquire a customer and that you don't have some really expensive cost of acquisition, which is really going to hurt your growth. So this is distribution conversion fit. And together, this journey of problem solution fit, product market fit, and then distribution conversion fit, it's the life cycle of a product. It's so clarifying when you sit back and you look at these, because really it is quite phenomenal that years and years of hard work with lots of people and effort and so much testing with users, it fits so nicely into this 3-stage process of product fit. I hope what you see here is that if you continue to test and learn, you'll enjoy the discovery of problem solution fit, getting that real validation for product market fit, and then it's like to the moon, hit for growth in distribution conversion fit. This is a really exciting journey. It is vastly underestimated in terms of time and effort. It ain't easy, let me tell you. But what I can tell you, if you are aware of where you are in the big picture here, these 3 stages of fit, then you know what to be testing for, what to learn from your customers. And with that insight that you get from customers, you can truly go out and build, a product that has real impact. It really serves a purpose in the world. And surely that's what we all really want when we think about building a new product or service or community experience, a business, who knows? Now, if any of those challenges seem interesting for you, pop on over to bottomup.io. We have a lean masterclass over there and plenty of other ones, and they're all free for you to use, to learn, to build the best products you can. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this journey into product fit. It's really so powerful. I hope you've got some inspiration to go out there and to test something today. So there you go. This is the Bottom Up Skills Podcast, and that's a wrap.